Stop scrolling right now and ask yourself this one question. What if one of the biggest stars in Korean entertainment was quietly fighting the most emotional battle of his life while the world watched from a distance? If you want the full truth behind the rumors about Lee Min-ho in tears over Song Hye Kyo, then stay with the story until the very end, and make sure you follow Kdrama Havenn for more unforgettable stories that shake the industry. It all began with a single appearance that sent shockwaves across social media. Lee Min-ho stepped onto the stage at a high-profile event, dressed sharply as always, cameras flashing from every direction. Fans noticed something different almost immediately. His smile did not carry the same effortless glow. His eyes looked reflective, distant, as if his mind was somewhere far beyond the bright lights and applause. Clips began circulating online within minutes. One moment in particular caught everyone's attention. As he paused during an interview, a reporter casually mentioned Song Hye Kyo while asking about his thoughts on love and timing in life. The crowd laughed lightly, expecting a playful answer. Instead, Lee Min-ho took a deep breath. The energy shifted. The playful atmosphere turned into something unexpectedly serious. For a brief second, he looked down. His voice softened. He spoke about how life teaches people lessons when they least expect it. He spoke about regret, growth, and understanding what truly matters when everything else fades away. It was not a direct confirmation of anything, but it felt personal, deeply personal. That was the spark. Within hours, headlines exploded. Lee Min-ho emotional over Song Hye Kyo. Lee Min-ho breaks down during interview. Is he still not over her? The speculation spread across platforms at lightning speed. Fans began analyzing every frame, zooming into his expressions, replaying the pause before he answered. Then came the airport moment that intensified everything. Paparazzi footage showed him walking through the terminal surrounded by staff. Normally, he greets fans with a gentle wave and a composed smile. This time, he looked overwhelmed. When a fan shouted Song Hye Kyo fighting, he briefly closed his eyes. It was subtle, but powerful. Online forums erupted. Was he holding back tears? Was he emotionally exhausted? Or was this simply a tired actor being misinterpreted by a world hungry for drama? The truth is more layered than the rumors suggest. Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo have always been two powerful names in the same industry orbit. Even when not directly connected, their careers often cross paths in headlines, fan discussions, and casting speculations. Both represent elegance, longevity, and emotional depth on screen. It is natural that fans imagine what could be. But behind the scenes, celebrities carry human emotions just like everyone else. Interviews can trigger memories. Public questions can reopen reflections about past experiences. When Lee Min-ho spoke about timing and learning from love, he never mentioned Song Hye Kyo directly. Yet the audience connected the dots themselves. Then came another surprising scene. During a late-night live broadcast promoting his project, Lee Min-ho read fan comments in real time. Thousands of messages streamed across the screen. Some asked about his next drama. Some praised his visuals. And then one comment appeared repeatedly. Do you still think about her? He paused again. He smiled gently and said, sometimes the past teaches us how to love better in the future. No names. No confirmations. Just maturity. That sentence alone sent fans into emotional overdrive. Was it a confession? Was it closure? Or was it simply a philosophical answer from someone who has grown through life experiences? Industry insiders later clarified that the emotional tone people interpreted as tears was likely exhaustion from back-to-back schedules. Filming, brand events, travel, and promotions can drain even the strongest performers. Lighting and camera angles can exaggerate expressions. Slow-motion clips can intensify normal reactions. Yet fans continue to debate. Because when someone as charismatic as Lee Min-ho appears vulnerable, it feels monumental. He has built a career on strong romantic roles. The charming heir, the loyal lover, the protective hero. Seeing even a hint of emotional fragility feels like watching fiction blend with reality. Meanwhile, Song Hye Kyo remains equally composed and private. She has not responded to any rumors. She continues focusing on her own projects, radiating calm confidence during interviews. If anything, her silence speaks of professionalism rather than hidden drama. So did Lee Min-ho cry over Song Hye Kyo. There is no verified evidence that confirms such a dramatic narrative. No official statement. No direct confession. What the public saw were emotional reflections about love and growth. What the internet created was a storyline filled with intensity and longing. Sometimes fans want a cinematic reunion. Sometimes they imagine unfinished chapters because the chemistry of two stars feels too powerful to ignore. But real life rarely follows scripted expectations. What remains undeniable is this: Lee Min-ho is evolving. His interviews have become more introspective. He speaks more about personal growth, mental balance, and choosing meaningful projects. That shift can look emotional because it is emotional. Growth often is. The tears rumor reveals something bigger about fandom culture. We search for romance in every glance. We analyze pauses as hidden messages. We build entire narratives from a single breath taken on stage. And yet, the most mind-blowing part of the story is not whether he cried. It is how one quiet moment can spark global conversation about love, regret, and second chances. Perhaps what fans witnessed was not heartbreak. Perhaps it was maturity. Perhaps it was not sadness. Perhaps it was gratitude for lessons learned. Or maybe it was simply an actor who understands the weight of public expectation and chooses to respond with honesty rather than denial. As the weeks passed, the intensity of the rumors slowly cooled. New dramas were announced. New red carpet appearances happened. Smiles returned. Laughter felt lighter. But that one interview remains bookmarked in fan memory. Because in that brief pause, the world saw vulnerability from someone often portrayed as untouchable. And that is what truly captured attention. If you want more deep dives into the stories behind your favorite stars, make sure you subscribe and follow Kdrama Havenn for exclusive breakdowns that separate speculation from reality. The next viral moment could be closer than you think. If you thought the story ended with one emotional interview, think again. Because what happened next turned quiet speculation into a global conversation that no one saw coming. And if you want to understand the deeper layer behind the rumors about Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo, stay with the story until the very end and follow Kdrama Havenn for more powerful insights that go beyond the headlines. Days after that viral interview, something unexpected happened. Lee Min-ho posted a simple photo on his social media. No dramatic caption. No explanation. Just a quiet image of a sunset fading into the horizon. But the caption read, "Sometimes letting go is the strongest form of love." Within minutes, the internet exploded. Fans immediately connected the words to Song Hye Kyo. Comment sections flooded with theories. Some believed it was a hidden message. Others insisted it was about personal growth. The mystery deepened because Lee Min-ho rarely shares emotionally reflective captions without purpose. Then came another moment that intensified everything. During a press conference for his upcoming project, a journalist carefully asked how past relationships shape an actor's performance in romantic roles. The room went silent. Cameras zoomed in. Lee Min-ho smiled softly before answering. He said that love leaves footprints on the heart, and those footprints make you a better storyteller. He explained that every experience teaches empathy. Every goodbye teaches strength. Every memory adds depth to future roles. Again, no names were mentioned, but the emotional tone felt real. Authentic. Not scripted. Fans noticed something else too. His usual playful confidence seemed calmer. More grounded. Instead of flashy jokes, he spoke thoughtfully. Instead of brushing off personal questions, he answered with quiet reflection. Was that sadness? Or was it transformation? Meanwhile, Song Hye Kyo continued moving forward with elegance. During one interview, she was asked about resilience and emotional strength. She responded that life is about understanding yourself and protecting your peace. The timing of her statement fueled even more speculation. Online communities began creating side-by-side clips. Lee Min-ho speaking about letting go. Song Hye Kyo speaking about peace. The internet connected invisible lines between two completely separate interviews. But here is where the story becomes truly mind-blowing. An industry insider later shared that Lee Min-ho had recently been working on a deeply emotional script that required intense preparation. The character he was portraying experienced regret, longing, and missed chances. Those themes mirrored the very questions reporters were asking him in real life. Could it be that fans were witnessing the emotional weight of his role rather than personal heartbreak? Actors often immerse themselves so deeply into characters that emotions linger beyond the set. A romantic scene filmed repeatedly can leave traces in body language. A painful monologue rehearsed hundreds of times can influence tone during interviews. What if what the world interpreted as tears was simply dedication? There was also the pressure factor. Being constantly linked to another superstar means every expression gets analyzed. Every pause becomes a headline. Imagine carrying that level of scrutiny while trying to grow as an artist. One late evening, Lee Min-ho went live briefly. The broadcast was short and simple. He thanked fans for their support and encouraged everyone to focus on their own happiness.
His voice was steady.
His smile genuine. He did not address rumors directly. Instead, he said that life is too precious to live in past chapters. That single sentence felt like closure. Not dramatic closure. Not cinematic reconciliation. But mature acceptance. And perhaps that is the real truth behind the rumors. The world wanted a tearful confession. The internet wanted a dramatic reunion or a heartbreaking regret. But what they got was something quieter and far more powerful.
Growth.
Lee Min-ho appears to be in a chapter of reflection rather than heartbreak. Song Hye Kyo appears focused and unshaken. Both continue building remarkable careers. Both remain icons in their own right. Sometimes the most emotional moments are not about longing for someone. Sometimes they're about appreciating what once was and stepping forward without resentment. The rumors may have started with a pause and a soft tone. But the bigger story is about how audiences project cinematic fantasies onto real lives. And that is what makes this situation unforgettable. Because for a brief moment, millions believed they witnessed tears tied to a lost love. Yet what they may have actually seen was a man embracing maturity under the brightest spotlight imaginable. The truth behind the rumors is not scandal. It is evolution. If you want more deep stories that separate emotional reality from viral speculation, make sure you follow Kdrama Havenn and stay tuned for the next chapter. In the world of Korean entertainment, one quiet glance can spark 1,000 headlines. And we will always be here to uncover what truly lies beneath.